So this tub, filthy as it looks, this is actually a great tub. Hey everyone, we're back for day 18 and pretty excited. We're going to tackle the bathroom, and I've already seen some bricks in there, so we get those in for the day. And yeah, from the bathroom we're going to head into both of the rear bedrooms and hopefully get all those cleared out. Let's see what we're up against. Alright, so we're on our way back, and there they are, the notorious bricks, hiding in plain sight. So, we're going to be tackling this room first, and then if we get that done, we're going to get into this room. There's not a whole lot to remove in these bedrooms, so it shouldn't take that long. And if all goes well, we're actually going to start backtracking a little bit. After a tiny bit of back and forth, reviewing the comments and everything else, I made the decision that I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to start removing a lot of the loose materials as much as possible before I come in and fog the place, just because it's going to do a bit of a better job if I do. So I'm going to tear up all this linoleum. I'm going to remove this subfloor. And then we have an elevation difference between both of these subfloors down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole through the subfloor and see what the layers are. If it's solid, I'm going to leave it. If there's an upper layer, I'm going to do my best to remove the upper layer, and we're just going to see how that goes. We have no idea just yet what we're in for, but that is 3/4 plywood they used in the living room. It's very unlikely that they use something thicker than 3/4 plywood on this side. So it might be that there's an additional subfloor over top, which would be kind of convenient, because if that was the case, I could remove this whole top layer. Not only would that take care of a lot of the contamination right there, but it would save me from having to do any sanding or anything on this particular layer. So we'll see what that looks like when we get to it. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove all the trim, and I've already removed the doors, but anything loose, anything that's easy to remove that we don't plan on saving anyway, is going to come out. Well, maybe not absolutely everything. A lot of the plumbing and electrical we're going to take out as we go, but probably the fixtures and things like that, that'll start getting removed. And I'm also going to be tacking up this drooping drywall before we tackle that. So that's on the roster. So let's get to it. So as I was cleaning up the bathroom here, I started questioning a lot. I questioned life decisions. I questioned other people's life decisions. I questioned the cabinets. So I called my wife and said, is there anything you think that's worth salvaging with these? Because, I mean, they're pretty bad and I'm not entirely sure we can get them that clean. Do you want me to just tear them out? And she said, uh-huh. Didn't bat an eye. So we're going to do a full demo in the bathroom right now. Funny thought just occurred to me. This floor will lift right off. It's in line with this hardwood. Seems they got an underlay on it. I don't think it's not easier. So I'm ready at this point to attempt the subfloor. We can see under the toilet there were some leaking issues at some point. There's some major water here. We have quite a lot of dead insects in here. So insects will show up in wood, usually when it's wet. They don't show up that much in dry wood. So because of the lack of water recently, because the place was unoccupied for a while, they probably all died off. That's my guess, because they were all kind of huddled together. But just a guess. So you can see it's very difficult to make out, but see that little crack going all the way along. This plywood just butts up to the drywall, so that's some happy news. It's still going to be probably quite a bit of effort getting this off, but it's going to be less effort than trying to strip off the linoleum and get the floor nice. So between this and the kitchen, being able to strip off a layer of wood rather than a layer of linoleum is always good news. So let's get to it. Alright, so didn't make it into the bedrooms. Got pretty distracted. Wound up doing a full demo in the bathroom. It got kind of gutted. We did leave a couple of things, but let's have a look around. So, we look around. It is pretty empty. So this color here, this is the original color of this bathroom. That is just beautiful. This is the 70s when it was done. So the plumbing was salvaged. So a lot of the plumbing is going to be just fine. I'm going to be running it to see how it goes, and I'm just going to fix what's absolutely needed. I'm going to be going around and fixing what's obviously wrong, but we'll have a pretty good idea when we turn the water on, and I'll have a shut-off ready. So this tub, filthy as it looks, this is actually a great tub. This is ceramic. It's not a steel tub, it's not fiberglass. This is good old heavy ceramic. So we're going to try and keep that. I'm going to talk to Xana about what we're doing with this tile. May keep it, may not. I'm not entirely sure. But the issue I'm seeing is we don't really need these grab bars. Kind of want to take those off, and that's going to leave a bit of a hole. I can reroute those, but my preference is also to take the tile up past the shower spout, the shower head, just because you do get quite a bit of water up there. I like it a little higher if possible. Just makes a little sense to me. So that might be happening. And I noticed as I was going through here, the floor was a little spongy in places. It's not very solid there. It's definitely not solid here. If I pressed hard enough, I could make a pretty good dent. I'm not sure if I would go through, but I could make a good dent. And I can hear a lot of squeak. So I'm probably going to replace the subfloor in here, and then with everything stripped down as far as it is, if we do tile in here, it's actually going to flush up real nice to this wood floor. So that's always nice when you can get away with that. But yeah, probably replacing the subfloor. It's actually not that bad of a process. Not nearly as difficult as what I was doing, just demoing everything out, getting rid of the layer with the linoleum and all that. It's way easier, less involved. And we can get this looking pretty solid again. But when I feel here, I think, if I go down below, I noticed there was a very big open space, and I think it was right here, because from right here to here, I can pretty much treat this like a jumping board or a trampoline right in the middle. So this is a very large space to have no floor joist, and I think this is the big open space I was looking at. So I'm probably going to throw an extra floor joist in there just for some added support. It should be in there. You shouldn't go any more than 16 inches without one. So that'll be getting done. So with that, we finished yet another day. Always wish I made it a little further, but I made it a lot further in this room than I was originally planning, so that's always fine. We're probably gonna make our own cabinet for in here, so stay tuned for that. I'll do a full demo on how to make cabinets. They're actually quite simple. So with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.